in Alexandria and the sunken city. Over the phone, we have Mr. Samir Abbas, tourism expert. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Glad to talk to you.
So, first of all, can you tell us more about the latest discovery that took place, especially that it has been under the water for more than thousands of years?
Sure. First of all, thanks for choosing this unique topic. It is really important for different reasons. It's open a door of a very unique type of tourism and tourists, and also helping us to clarify and understand like some unexplained part of Egypt history, an important part, like the links between Egypt and the Mediterranean exist in Alexandria. There is many discoveries has been happens over the years from the beginning of the century. By the way, there is a very Egyptian initiative from the beginning of the century around 1920 and 1930 of underwater discovery, which is as early as the time. But it came to its peak by the end of the beginning 21st century, when by the French archaeologists, and they were extremely active.
Hello?
Very recent, that was in September 2023, there was a big discovery in Heracleum. And Heracleum, that was the ancient name of a city, lies in East Alexandria. Now, those who are familiar with Alexandria, it lies in Abu Qir Bay, which is nearly 18 to 20 kilometers to the east of Alexandria. So in Abu Qir Bay, they found an ancient city, and this ancient city has been sunk under the water, and that is because of series of earthquakes. Many earthquakes hit Alexandria in the ancient time, causing a sunken of the many antiquities along delta. There was these earthquakes followed by tide waves that triggered land collapse, and that caused almost 110 kilometers of Egypt coastline and delta to collapse under the water, taking the city of Heracleum and many other sites near Alexandria today and in the heart of Alexandria today, like from the east to the west, Abu Qir, Marmora, Shadbi, in Eastern Harbor, and in Qaid Bay. All of these sites, for those who are familiar with Alexandria or visiting Alexandria, some of them are in the heart of the city now.
How far can we describe the whole situation as having under the Mediterranean in Alexandria, we have an open museum under the water?
So, thanks for raising this topic, because of a proper underwater museum is like a big dream and a big goal to achieve. So the interesting thing that normally those who choose to have a property in the ancient time and modern time as well, a property near the sea, they are the rich people or the royal class in Alexandria back in that time, and the elites of Alexandria today. So which is meaning that these monuments, which is sunken under the water, they are one of the most important monuments in Alexandria back in that time. And these monuments in Alexandria back in that time, it was the richest and the most important and the most luxurious city in the Mediterranean world. So there is just a note to give a highlight of how important and how valuable and how rich these monuments are. So talking about future now and considering about the hope and the dream of having a proper underwater museum, I think if this project came to the light, that will help greatly to not only to introduce these antiques to the whole world, but also will help to attract tourists to Alexandria and to Egypt as well. Considering that Alexandria's share of tourism is very low compared to the number of tourists arriving in Egypt, the rough estimate or average of number of tourists arriving in Egypt is like 10 million a year. Of course, there is more or less. It depends on the situation, but I think that less than 5% of that arrive in Alexandria or visit Alexandria, and even when they go to Alexandria, the only most of them is they do a day trip, not even staying the night there. So having the underwater museum, that will help attracting the attention of many unique type of tourism, which is not very well known in many places. It is not a way to say that it is difficult to see the underwater monuments. Now, no, there is a chance to see the underwater monuments, and myself, I had the privilege 2 years ago to dive in the Eastern Harbor, and in a diving trip specialized to explore the monuments under the water. And when I was doing that, escorting one of the like one of the Hollywood movie stars, which is attracted by the theme of the ancient lighthouse of Alexandria, and I took him on a diving trip in this area. Talking about my personal experience in that, we were able to spot and see some antiques under the water, which belongs to the ancient lighthouse of Alexandria, which is one of the seven wonders of the ancient world. But I think that the proper attention and like defining routes, and even there is even some archaeologists talks about having a glass dome under the water to make it possible even for people who cannot dive to go and see underwater monuments. I think that if we manage to do something like that, that will attract millions of tourists for this unique type of attraction in Alexandria. And I think that Alexandria, based on its history and its fame in the ancient time, it deserves it. Another project, since you opened this topic about the underwater museum, another project which is also could be of extremely important is rebuilding the ancient lighthouse of Alexandria. We have the plans, we have the location, we have more than 2,400 huge block from the ancient lighthouse. It's under the water now. We have also the statues which is used to decorate the ancient lighthouse of Alexandria. It still has been fished out from the water, by the way, and we have everything to rebuild it in a location which is in the same location or near to the location, and I think that will attract the attention of many people too.
We have a wide range of divers from all over the world who are really very much interested to come to Egypt to enjoy different facilities and different means of entertainment, in addition, of course, or basically talking about diving. So, of course, now, according to what you are saying, we can use this to attract divers to the Mediterranean, and this is going to be a different kind of diving as well.
Definitely, and if Egypt share from the world of tourism now is like 10 million, which is in the highest scenario, it will reach 15 million. Compared to other countries like in Spain, for example, like 80 million visiting actually in Spain. So a project like this one will attract many people to this ancient city. I would like to give an example, like as a case study, something to compare with. Rome. Rome, in around the 1930s and 40s, there is hardly anything from the tourists visiting in Rome, now in Italy, they were able to see. So because Rome was totally, ancient Rome was mostly buried underneath the modern city of Rome in that time. So it was an initiative and a very brave plan and decisions to relocate many of the houses and facilities in the central part of the modern city of Rome to excavate the ancient city of Rome. In that time, this decision was met by a big opposition, but in the time being, there is millions of tourists feeding the Italian economy. They mainly driven to visit Italy because of the ancient city of Rome, which has been totally executed in around the 1940s, 1950s. So what I'm trying to say here is ancient Alexandria, it was classified as the most luxurious, the most powerful, the most beautiful, and the most visited actually in city in the Mediterranean back in the ancient time, more than 2,000 years ago. This ancient city, only a very small part has been brought to light. The catacomb, the Roman amphitheater, the Pompeii's pillar, but apart from that, the entire city is still buried underneath, waiting for excavations. And that is made of brave political decisions and compensation of people, so we can bring this ancient city back to life again, and that will see them enrich not only Alexandrian economy, the whole Egyptian economy, when that happens, inshallah.
Could you tell us more about the different pieces, I mean the important pieces that were discovered among all these items?
Okay, so as I'm like giving an example, so Aphrodite, there is Aphrodite sanctuary, and the temple of Ammon has been discovered in the last year, September 2023, and in Abu Qir. The statues of the Ptolemy's kings has been fished out from the water, and they are out of granite, beautiful granite. They are now standing at the gate to the new library of Alexandria. Another small obelisk is tablets with hieroglyphic and stories has been fished out from the water as well. And the places where people they can go and visit and see these monuments, they are in the Roman amphitheater. There is a small collection, but good actually collection. The Greek-Roman Museum of Alexandria, the National Museum of Alexandria, also in the Archaeological Museum of the New Library of Alexandria. These are all sites where people they can go and visit some of the fished antiquities of something antiquities for Alexandria.
Right. Actually, also when we talk about this, definitely we have many beautiful items to enjoy and to go to Alexandria, whether we are going to travel around to take a look at many different monuments, in addition to diving and finding out more about the sunken city. So Mr. Samir Abbas, our tourism expert, thank you very much for joining us. And